Hello, everyone. Welcome to another lesson in our training program on the development and implementation of strategic plans for universities. Today is a beautiful Wednesday, July the 27th, 2022. I am Peter Okebukola, so stand by for what promises to be another great lesson. Okay, I can see you standing by. Stand easy, everyone. Let's enjoy the lesson, which is on implementing steps 4 and 5 in the VIGB strategic plan model and uploading to the website. Again, I'm Peter Okebukola, and as I said, the introduction is a very wonderful, because of some rain here in Lagos, Nigeria, July 27, 2022. Last lesson, we discussed the 6-step VIGB model of strategic planning. The first step, setting up a strategic plan committee, and ending up on step 6, development and monitoring and evaluation plan. And we also implemented steps 1 to 3. We're moving. So congratulations on the practicals, number 2. Very wonderful submissions by all of you in the implementation of steps 1 to 3. I checked your website and they were looking so good. Let us check out the harvest of contributions. You can see that's a long list, 11 pages of wonderful sites. I've not seen a set of participants as brilliant and as committed as this. Now let's take a look at one of let's see who now. Okay, let's take Abdulhamid Awal. Let's look at your site. Yes, this is Professor Abdulhamid Awal. Let's see steps 1 to 3. Okay, let's see strategic plan. Oh, this is very good. You have strategic plan 2022 to 2027, and this is step 1 to 3. That's the one I've just loaded here. So you can see it has setting up the University of Agriculture Kwame strategic plan. Let's make this one slightly bigger so you can see. Oh wow, these are good people, wonderful. Bossa, everybody is here. Then institutional consensus on this vision mission. You can see vision mission. I don't participate in scoring, in grading, but there's no way I won't give this 100%. Economic consideration for SWOT analysis. Oh, this is very good. I'm sure this is what all of you did. And I'll be coming to the goals in a minute. He has goal reach all of that. I'll be coming to the goals in a minute, and that's actually the heart of the matter for this lesson. So again, I congratulate you all. So in this lesson, what are we going to do? We're going to be taking on the next 2 steps. Steps 4 and 5. Step 4 is bottom-up development of the draft strategic plan and the synthesis of the draft and approval by the University Council. Oh, that's nice. So we say bottom-up development. What does it mean, bottom-up? Bottom-up means from the lowest unit in the university, it will start coming up. Each unit, each department, each service department, each faculty, college, or whatever units that you have will begin to develop these things, and it comes up and up and up and up, and it gets to council. So the first step in step 4 is the university strategic plan. We need to train the people. I mean, they may not know how to, not that they may not, most will not know how to develop the strategic plans. So you have to conduct a training for them, or series of training. So USPC, that University Strategic Plan Committee, trains representatives of academic and service departments on how to develop strategic plans. So you go to ask, every faculty send 1 person to this training, or 2 people, and you train them centrally. It's like training the trainers, and they will in turn go back and train at the faculty, train at the department, train at the unit level. The service departments, bursary, registry, works and services, all of that will also do the training. And then it will start coming up. Each academic and service department will then develop its own strategic plan, which will then be processed through the faculty boards, service departmental meetings. What I mean here is the registrar will call the registry people, the bursar will call the bursary, university librarian, and the rest. The Senate will call the Senate, it will then come to council. This is just like a university budget. processing university budget from the bottom up. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is step 4. You know, we're doing 2 steps in this lesson. We've done step 4 so quick. Now, step 5 is to now have the university strategic planning committee synthesize, bring everything together, and present. That's the committee will present through Senate and the Vice Chancellor to Council for approval. So, it will come to Council. Council chairman will say, okay, let's review this thing. Approved. So congratulations. Your strategic plan 2022-2027 is now ready for implementation. Is that the end of the story? Oh, yes. Oh, no. Now, let's get on to the practicals. That's the heart of the matter. You see, this course is not about somebody coming to share PowerPoint slides with you and then you get a certificate from us. No, VIC-Bay is practical. You don't get a certificate from VIC-Bay without you having to have done it. So, excuse me, let's now get on with the practicals. The practicals will proceed in 3 steps. You have to develop the strategic plan framework. What are the 3 steps? The first one is for you to identify the areas that you want to focus in this strategic plan. You know, it is not that you take on everything, but you have to decide. The university will keep going and going concern forever, more or less. And you have to decide for these 5 years, what are we going to focus on? What are the themes to be covered? That's the first step. The next step is for you now to develop the strategic goals for each of the focal area. And then the third one, you have to prepare the framework for implementing each goal. Let's take on step 1 to identify the focal areas. You know that the university, my university is Strathcombe University. You all have different universities. You can see Professor Awal having some requirement in University of Agriculture. For me, this university is new, and I want to be able, new is under 5 years, and I want to be able to focus on the following areas. I want to focus on teaching. I want to focus on research and innovation. I want to focus on community service or facilities, and then I have a band called others. So that is step 1. Step 2 is to develop strategic goals for each focal area or theme. You know, we had this focal area, I have to develop strategic goals for this, develop strategic goals for this, and for the others. So let's see how that is done. Now, but before that, let me tell you a little bit about writing strategic goals. Your strategic goals will have to be SMART, SMART. It has to be specific. All these attributes must show. If not, it's not a good strategic goal. Must be measurable, must be achievable, must be realistic, must be timely or time bound. Okay, let's take a few examples. Let's take this one, a strategic goal: train university staff in modern methods of teaching. You see, this one is not specific, but measurability is compromised because you don't have, say, the number that you want to train and all that. Is it achievable? Yes, of course. Is it realistic? Yes, of course. Is it time bound? No, it's not time bound. Let's take the other one. Train at least 20 university staff in modern methods of teaching. Now, you are not being specific. Now you can measure. Say, okay, at the end of the goal, when you are supposed to have achieved the goal, how many university staff have been trained? So you can say 20. If it's 20, then you say 100%. So that's this one. Let's take another one. Establish 6. Yes, this measurable. Ultra modern faculty buildings between January and March 2023. You see, this one is time bound. You have put the time frame there. But is it realistic? Or can you build 6 ultra modern faculty buildings in 3 months? In 3 months, my friend, I don't think that can work, except a miracle come happen. Now, let's look at this. This one is time bound. By January 2024, it's time bound. Provide state-of-the-art teaching facilities in at least 10% is measurable of the lecture rooms in the university. Is it achievable by 2024? This is 2022, July 27th. So in about almost like 1.5 years to put at least 10%. 10%. This is small. So it's realistic. It's achievable. So this is smart. Now let's go to my university, Strathcombe University. The strategic goals that I've put for teaching. You see, I've highlighted those attributes that make the goal smart. By January 2024, that is in about a year and a half's time. Oh, actually, this is 2022, 2024, almost 2.5 years from now. Provide state-of-the-art teaching facilities in at least 10% of the lecture rooms in the university. By July 2023, that's next year, that's about a year from now, train at least 80% of all academic and technical staff in the university on e-learning delivery. By June 2023, train at least 50% of academic staff in modern methods of teaching. By March 2023, develop at least 50% of the 30% of the courses allowed every university by NUC for every program to project its uniqueness. That's in the CC Mass. CC Mass is common. That's core curriculum minimum academic standards. That's coming. And what Baba Rashid, my Oga, Executive Secretary National University Commission, a great man indeed, has said, look, universities develop 30% of their courses. So this is the strategic goal. By 2027, all lecturers in the university will use modern technology tools to deliver the curriculum. Number 6, establish a center for university teaching by 2023 for the in-house pedagogic. Hey, I was hearing some people say pedagogy. It's pedagogy. No, don't mind me. Don't mind. Pronounce it any way you like. Say this man don't come again with this strategic nonsense. Sorry. Pedagogic training, not pedagogic or pedagogy. Training of the new and old lecturers in the university. So that's for teaching. That's one of my focal areas. So let's take another one, which is research and innovation. I not go read this thing, but I made them smart. Yeah. Maybe I can read one. By 2027, that's at the end of this plan period, at least 50% of academic staff will have won at least a prize in research for solving national, regional, and global problems. Let me take one more. By December 2023, that's December of next year, all academic staff of the university will have enrolled in Scopus and Google Scholar and the rest. So for community service, I have the rest here. At least 3 inaugural lectures we presented every year during the plan period, and you can see the rest here. So the third and last step is to develop the framework for implementing the strategy, each strategic goal. So what's the framework? This framework very easy. Just a table like this. That's the framework. You have serial number, you have the activity, you have the timeline. That's when you expect to achieve each activity. Action, who takes the action, performance indicator. That's when do you know that the thing has been done and how much it's going to cost. So let's take this example that I've taken out from my university. So we have strategic goal number 1 by January 2024, provide state-of-the-art teaching facilities in at least 10% of lecture rooms. Before you read this, to achieve this goal, series of steps, that's what we mean by the activity. Series of steps must have happened. Look, you want to build faculty build, you want to have state-of-the-art facilities in the lecture rooms. So there must be, you have to follow the procurement process. You have to advertise, you have to subject to tender, you have to do all of the things that you need to do, and then the equipment will be procured. So you can see the activity. I've bundled this one. I think I've clustered too many things in here, but you can break them down in your own case. Apply the provisions of the Procurement Act from advertisement to award of contract for modern teaching facilities and equipment. And we say it should be to January 2024, so it will run from November of this year to January of 2024. So who will do this thing? Of course, you have to draw the plan, you have to do all the procurement and all that. So it has to be Director of Physical Planning and Works, the Tenders Board, the university chaired by the Vice Chancellor. This Tenders Board thing, in the old days, like olden days, not so old, not some years before, while I was in office as Executive Secretary, the Vice Chancellor was not in charge of the tenders. It was the council, chairman of council chairs Tenders Board. But now it's now by the Procurement Act, Nothing concerns council. And me, I like them like that. I don't want to be, let the tenders board, let it be outside council, which is what we have now. So tenders board, they are approved contractors. The contractors will then be implementing this. So how do we know that the thing has been achieved? That's what we mean by performance indicator or key performance indicator, so if you like. So you say by providing of the art teaching facilities in at least 10% of lecture rooms in the university. So to show that it has happened, I have to go to the lecture room to check number of lecture rooms built or upgraded with state-of-the-art teaching facilities. So we've tried to do the computation, and you don't just put any figure here. You have to compute the thing, 2.3 billion. That's what I have here. Second strategic goal, by July of next year, in a year's time, train at least 80% of all academic and technical staff in the university on e-learning delivery. We're looking at strategic goals for teaching. So this one, the activities will be, for me, establish a unit stroke center for e-learning. So the timeline, when do you want to, by November, that thing must be set up at a center by the vice chancellor is actioning that. What's the performance indicator that e-learning unit or center has been established? So how much is it going to cost? It's going to cost 152 million. Then the second activity under this goal. So it's not that one goal, we have just one activity. There will be several activities depending on the goal. Number two, develop training manual on e-learning. By March of next year, we're aiming at July of next year. So by March of next year, that training manual must be in place. Who should develop, who should action that? Director, Center for E-Learning or Technical Committee on E-Learning. So how do we know we don't perform for that one? It is the published training manual on e-learning. How much is that going to cost? About 436,000 naira. Okay. So you don't need to put naira everywhere. Just put it here, because we are going to sum up the whole thing to find out how much this strategic plan is going to cost. The 2022 to 2027, how much is the thing going to cost? Okay. Then number three is conduct hands-on training. This is the heart of the matter now. Conduct hands-on training for batches of academic staff on e-learning. That will run April, May, June, July, 4 months. So who is to do the thing? Director, Center for E-Learning or Technical Committee on that. So what's the performance indicator? That is number of academic staff trained on e-learning. 4 months, do you think is enough? It's more than enough. You can see what we are doing in this course, VigBay. You can train them. You actually can train 1 million of them in 4 months. So it's going to cost about 23 million naira. Let's see a few examples. Let's look at the blueprint 2019-2023. Look at the ranking strategy plan. And look at the LASSO strategic plan. Let's look at them very quick. Yeah, let's start with the blueprint. And wow, that's Baba Mirashe, inspired by him, great man. You can see the strategic goals. By 2023, access to university education should have increased by a factor of 20% over 2018 figures, and the rest that you can see here. And then we'll add everything. The implementation of the 5-year plan is expected to cost let me make this slightly bigger, to cost this amount, 823 billion naira. So you got to let people know how much your strategic plan is going to cost. But that's not the matter for now. Let's go on to the strategic goals. Here we went into more detail. By 2020, access to education should increase by 20%. So you can see we have some introduction. We have the situation analysis, which you must also have in your strategy plan, no matter how short it is. And then you have the activities, justification, SWOT analysis for each strategic goal. Quite a lot of work done here. So implementation plan. So for each activity, you have this. You have the projected enrollment, and you have costing. So this is these are the activities, and these are the cost elements. Yeah, let's take the last one. Let's go on straight to the strategic goal area. Yeah, as you can see, the focal areas are different. It's called strategic objectives here. Fine, you can call it strategic objectives, goals. Whatever helps. Some people would like to split between goals and objectives. Fine. So you have academic development as a theme or as a focal area. So by 2017, earn at least 90% full accreditation in all 65 undergraduate programs offered in the university. By 2018, establish at least 10 new academic programs, and it goes on. So that these are the you have for physical development. That's another focal area. Then you have administrative, and then you have resource mobilization, and then so one by one you can see academic development. This strategic objective. Well, I said we call it strategic goal, we call it strategic objective. So by 2017, earn at least 90% full accreditation. So how will this be done? So you have the activity, mobilize resources to attain and surpass minimum academic standards of education and all that. Timeline, when is that going to happen? Action by. So you can see that it hasn't got the other element of performance indicator and cost. But you can see it's a really wonderful work. By the way, I was in charge of organizing this. I was in charge of the University Strategic Planning Committee for this one. So you can see all of these things that we have here. Let's take the last one. By the way, you know, I sent all of these documents to you. I can always resend if you want. So this is the strategic plan for top ranking of Nigerian universities in global league tables, 2022 to 2030, which was launched in 2022. So let's look at how the strategic goals and the strategic plan framework are organized. The overall plan is arranged by the ranking schemes. This one is for the World University Rankings times higher education. And you have, like I said, you must put in the situation analysis. So current state of Nigerian University in THE World University Rankings. So you can see what we have. And then the strategic goals. By the 2024 THE World University Rankings, at least 5 Nigerian universities will be among the top 300, and 10 Nigerian universities will be among the top 500 universities on the league tables. So that's what we have. So the methodology, you can see, oh, this is wonderful. Strategic objective 1, I call it goal objective, as I mentioned to you. So you have to state this one here, and then the activity. Taking a cue from this, the following will be established. We need to establish institutional and national ranking advisory committees to oversee the implementation. This has been done. This has been done. Wonderful. So timeline by January 2022, that should be done. So key performance indicators, 201 university ranking advisory committees established by vice chancellors and the national ranking advisory committee established by executive secretary UC. This has been done. Wonderful. So action by who now? Vice chancellors and ESNUC. So you have the cost. So this is this other example about how to lay this whole thing out. So we have been able to see the examples from the Blueprint 2019-2023, from the Ranking Strategic Plan, and from the LASSO Strategic Plan. So what are the tasks for practicals number 4? The first thing is for you to prepare the draft strategic plan framework to be presented to council as a Microsoft Word document. I'll show you in a minute what that means. And that's actually what I've done earlier. You upload the Microsoft Word document to your Google Drive. And the next thing you upload to your website, and then share the web address of your updated website for grading. Just a quick note, when you're uploading to your university website, like my own case is Stratcom University website, we have to create a subpage within strategic plan 2022-2027. You know, you created a subpage for the for steps 1 to 3. Now we're going to create a subpage which we're going to call steps 4 and 5, and then you upload the draft framework following the on-screen instruction. Where that one did, the on-screen instruction, just watch, you will see the thing as I proceed with the on-screen instruction. So task number 1 is to get this 1 page, maybe maximum 2 page document ready, which is your steps 4 and 5 of the development of the strategic plan 2022-2027 for my university, Stracom University. So you're going to put the name of your university here. So it's very not stressful at all. So it's just like a page or 2 pages, and all you need to do is to select a focal area. In this case, I've selected teaching. You can take research, you can take community service. But note that the project of this course is going to be the full strategic plan. Now we just want to have a foretaste of what the thing is. So you can pick anyone, like I've picked teaching. Now for teaching, you're going to have a situation analysis, because it's situation analysis that will determine where you want to go, what the gaps are, where the gaps are that you want to attend to. So for instance, here I've said situation analysis. Strathcombe University is a 6-year-old private university with low student enrollment. The university needs to improve its facilities to enhance its attractiveness and improve quality of delivery of the curriculum. The capacity of the teachers will need to be built on e-learning. So you then have strategic goals for teaching. My number one, that's the one I've been reading out before, provide state-of-the-art teaching and all of that. And then this is the activity and running up to the cost estimate. The second strategic goal is training people, or so the academic and technical staff, on e-learning delivery. And as I read out earlier, you have the activities written there. So that's it. That's all we want for the first task in submitting your assignment for steps 4 and 5. So after doing this, you save it. Just save this. I've saved this as Okebukola steps 4 and 5. And that's it. That's the first thing. That first thing you can see here, prepare the draft strategic plan framework to be presented to council as a Microsoft Word document. That's what I've done. Next one is to upload that document to your Google Drive. And so watch how I do it. I can see some people asking, how do I get to my Google Drive? Very easy. Go to your Gmail account and you see all these 9 dots. Just click on it and that's your Google Drive. Where is it? So you can see this is your Google Drive. So just click on Google Drive. Click on this one. And then it will take you to the Google Drive. So this is the Google Drive. And what you want to do now is to upload that file. Please make sure you know where you have kept it, because this thing is going to ask you, where is the drive? So you say new. Look at what I'm going to do. New. File upload. I take it again. If you don't know how to get to your Google Drive, just go to your Gmail account and you find this 9 dots there. Click on it and it's going to show you that this icon. That's Google Drive. So you go to file upload. It's asking you, where's the file upload? My file upload is actually Okebukola steps 4 and 5. So you just click on this. You can see, look at here, uploaded one upload complete. Hey, so where is it? Hey, you are not going to see it immediately except you refresh. When you refresh it, you are now going to see this file. Mr. File, where are you? See it? Okebukola steps 4 and 5. So that's where it is. We have now uploaded it to our Google Drive. Very easy. So we have done step 2, upload the Microsoft Word document to your Google Drive. Next step is to upload to our website. And the last step, I'm going to take out the two together. Share the web address of your updated website for grading. So let's see how that one goes. So how do you get to your website? Because you are thinly loaded on your drive, you'll be able to see the site right here. So for me, it's I got quite a load here. So what I will do, you can search in the drive. You know, I've called it Strathcom. So you can just type Strathcom. Strathcom is giving me a number of Strathcom things. You can see steps 4 and 5. Now that's a Word document. You can see Okebukola Peter Module 5. That is the one. So I click on this and it comes up with that my site. So that's the site. If you can get to it other ways, why not? So this is the site, and I now want to upload that Word document. What do you think I should do? Yeah, so first of all, we go to create, these steps 1 to 3. Then I have to put steps 4 and 5. This is very important. If not, you are going to lose marks, because if you cannot locate your site, then there's nothing is going to happen. So you must have a drop down here. How do we get this? I can see quite a number of you want to answer that because it's quite easy. So you just go to pages, and this is strategic plan 20. So we're going to put the pages here. You don't start a fresh page here, but since you want it to be under, cascade under here, so we'll go to this, you're going to click on this, add sub page, and sub page is steps 4 and 5. Done, or you can just hit enter. So you can see that's there. It has even given it to you here. So what we want to do, you can see there's nothing. But we want that file, that framework, to be here. So now listen, watch me carefully. We want to insert it. So you go to insert here. I know that thing is in Drive. So you just click on Drive. You know the text box again. If it's text box, you just have to copy and paste like we did for steps 1 to 3. But here, go to Drive. Click on Drive, and it comes up with what you have in Drive. It's not showing the thing here, so you got to now look for it. The best way actually, rather than be searching, like I said, I have a load of things here. So is to go to look at my Drive, the one shared with me, or recent. Just click on recent. That's the one you just uploaded, and you can see right on top of there, Okebukola steps 4 and 5. You just click on it, and yeah, that's it. Yes, it has brought it out like this, and then you can resize it. You can make it like this. You can drag this down, resizes everything. Yeah, so that's what we want. So that's practicals number 4 all done. Not all done, though, because if you just go out of here, nothing is going to happen, because you then have these things not published yet. So if you drag this, you can see them, but don't worry, just leave it as it is this way. You can put it any size of any part of this that you want. So what should we do? You got it. You got to publish it. So you click on publish. If it's not published, nothing has happened. Currently published, click on publish again, and it gives you what you're going to have at the end of the day. So you can see it. So this is what you're going to see published, and then you can view the published site like this. Steps 1 and 5. This is the published site. This is how the thing is going to look like. So the whole page is all captured here. This is what you're going to submit. But to submit, what do you do? Let's go ahead and continue with this edit the page, and this is what you are going to send to us. You're going to send this one to us. Copy publish site. So you click on this, it comes with this, you copy the link, and then you're going to copy and paste in the Google form that I will have set up. Congratulations, this is it. So you can just go to here. You can see steps 1 to 3. The graders are marking this. You get your results. I think this has been done. Yeah, this has been done. So this is the next one, steps 4 and 5. Then we're going to have step 6, and we're going to keep enjoying ourselves. Oh my. That brings us to the end of this lesson. Let me put on my Vigbe hat and wish you every success in your practicals number 4. Until next time, bye-bye from me, Peter Okebukola.